And welcome back. Now this week I've got two DOPs, by the way. One male, which is Haresh Acharya behind the camera.
Hello there.
Hi. And our female DOP, which is Binaifa Barucha here, who I thought I'll introduce to you today for a quick lesson on how to do makeup for people with specs. Now both Binaifa and I wear spectacles normally, but I will never show my face like that on camera, very rarely. But I prefer wearing lenses, well as she doesn't. Why is that?
I just find them a pain to put on and to take off. I've had glasses all my life actually, and I'm really comfortable in them. It's more me.
But what about the image factor?
It's more me.
Okay, so when you...
I just have a better frame right now, so I'm happy about that.
Oh God, ask me about that. Yeah, but these are great glasses, so I really like them. Yeah, but what about, have you tried wearing lenses?
Yes, actually I
So you don't feel like yourself when you wear them?
No, I do. It's fine. I think I just need to get used to it. You just need to get used to new stuff. So, but I like this frame.
Convenient.
It's convenient. Yeah.
So we love Binaifa's hair now. She's a natural grey. I love the fact that she never goes black or anything. It's quite cool. So I'm going to show you some quick, crisp, easy steps on how to do your makeup when you wear specs without worrying about will it show, does it matter, is this only for people without glasses? Now you'll know. I'm going to begin with Lancome's Miracle at the Temps foundation in the number 035. It's got the sort of, what do you call it, syringy kind of a thing. So I'm going to pump a few drops of foundation out there, like so. So with just a few drops of foundation, I'm going to pick it up with my brush, stipple it all over Binaifa's face, and blend. Now this foundation is literally like silk, I'd say. But this foundation mattifies, so I love it, and it's very, 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 very light and thin. Now the next thing I'm using is concealer by Bobbi Brown. This is called Peach. I'm picking it up with my PAC brush, number 340. I'm just going to put that in the inner corners of the eyes, around the nose where there's any redness or darkness, and just blend that. Binaifa's not used to having her makeup done, so you can tell from her...
Yes, you can tell from my utter awkwardness.
And skepticism about where the brush is going to go. Now that's cream concealer. Now because I've not powdered down, so we don't have anything matte going on yet, it's still creamy, I want to contour Binaifa's face using a contour palette by Anastasia, which is a cream contour palette. So I don't want to mix textures because that will look streaky at this point. So I'm going to go in with a cream contour first. I don't want to mix textures between cream to powder and then back to cream and then back to powder because that's going to cause your makeup to streak, which is why I'm going in with Anastasia by Beverly Hills, the cream contour palette, and this is, I think, the deep. It says shade deep. Now I'm going to take, let's say, this one right here, which is chocolate, with a rounded brush. I'm going to go from the corners of her face right here on the sides of her ears all the way across the face to the cheek, blending in circular motions, this one into the temples and the forehead a little bit. Asking Binaifa to smile, so I can then go under her cheekbone in a nice sort of shape like that. Again, I'm still with my creams. I've not moved on to powders. So I'm going in with a blusher by NARS. It's a cream blusher called Cactus Flower. Now it's quite a strong blusher. I'm taking the same brush I used with the contour kit, taking a little bit of product, asking Binaifa to smile. It's a lovely orange with a tint of gold in it. Just placing that on the apples of the cheeks, which is where all the health accumulates. Now I'm overdoing it at this point because it will start to disappear as we go. The face does eat up blush, some faces more than others. Now what I'm going to do is powder the high points of the face. So taking Prep and Prime by MAC, this is a compact invisible powder with any brush. Run that across the forehead, down the bridge of the nose, the sides of the nose. Look up please, a little on the under eyes. Just a quick sweeping motion, and on the chin. And you could even do this part, below the cheekbone and above the jawline. Now this is my favorite trick, everybody knows, Casino by NARS, it's a powder. So I'm moving to a powder, not a cream. Contour, this is Casino by NARS. The only reason I'm using this is because I really want to push in those, bring out those cheekbones and bring in some shadow on Binaifa's face and work with her bone structure. Make it quite sharp. So just gonna, taking my brush, running this alongside her nose. Now around the eyes I'm going to do something, again playing with textures. This is a cream paint pot by MAC. It's called Idyllic. It's like a burgundy brown. I'm going to pick this with my makeup finger, which is my ring finger. It's warm, you see, it's not light, and that's because Benifer has eyelids that are quite, it protrudes a little bit, so I'm going to push that in with a deeper color. You could use a lighter color if you have eyes that are sunken in. So this is where you adapt makeup to your own face. I'm going to put this product right there. And why I'm using a cream first is so that it keeps the makeup latched on longer. Now everybody knows I'm spokesperson for Maybelline New York, so I do have access to the Nudes palette. It's one of the nicest palettes you'll find because it's super economical. It's only 899 rupees, and I love the fact that they've got so many options for nudes, matte and frosted. There's beautiful coppers and browns without being too decadent and heavy and shimmery. And then there's a nice potent black. So I'm going to go in with, let's say, this rich deep brown. So I'm going to pick this deep brown here and push this just in the corner of Benifer's eyes, just on the outside to give it more dimension, right? And draw into the crease. My favorite liner again, Colossal Liner by Maybelline, of course. I'm going to draw a little line from the outside, right there, and just very thin along the lash line. Now, I like using these felt liners because liquid can often look too hard. It's more difficult. The length of this nib really allows you to go wherever you want with it. So it's more user-friendly, I'd say. And then I'm taking this pencil by Clinique. It's called Quick Liner for Intense Eyes, and it's number 18 Intense Black Honey. It's like a chocolatey brown, really rich, but it's got a little bit of red in it. So I'm going to ask Benifer to look up and just push that into the lash hairs, just on the outside. With my finger, just blend that in. And going in with a lash curler because Benifer does need it. So open your eyes and look down at your feet. Like a contraption?
Yes.
It is. Open and look down. Don't close yet. Look down. There you go. Okay. Just gonna squeeze. You'll feel a tight little YSL Shocking Waterproof Mascara. I will warn you, it's one of the most black, beautiful mascaras. It just doesn't come off. Now with my Anastasia brow palette, fantastic for makeup artists. It's too expensive for if you're just an everyday person who wants to fill their brows. But for a makeup artist, a pro makeup artist, this palette is a godsend for me. It's like from the lightest hairs to the darkest hairs. It's 7,500 Indian rupees, which is very expensive. Right, so I'm going to take an angular brush and pick a light color like so. A grayish brown because she's got a lot of salt and pepper, so I don't want something too warm. I'm going to pick this, maybe, it's called Granite. Starting with this lighter color on the inside, right there. Filling, filling, filling. Brows are very important because like your specs frame your face, your brows frame your eyes. So it's very important to have right brows even when you're wearing specs. Now, I'm going to take a deeper color, which is a little more brown, like this, ebony, and do the outsides with this deeper color. I think we're pretty much done, except the lips. So, as the finish line approaches, I remove my Too Faced lipstick in the shade In the Buff. Now, you're not going to see Benny in the Buff. Now, you're not going to see Benny in the Buff, of course, but you'll see her lips in the Buff by Too Faced. I'm going to just put this lip. It's really quite a beautiful, fleshy nude. And the texture is so creamy and light. Now, this is not to say that people with glasses can only wear nude colors. I tried deeper colors on Benifer. I wasn't very convinced that she's carrying it off at this point in time because she doesn't wear a lot of makeup. So the nude really works for her. So I'm going to go in with one more layer of cactus flower because I want, smile, a nice creaminess to the cheek and a little more color. Since the eyes are muted, you can play up the blush. Finally, with a little bit of powder, just to sit on top, set that. And now, to throw on, I think she looks delightful. I'm going to throw on your specs. Here, Benifer, can we have a mirror, please?
Okay, here goes.
There goes.
Oh, wow, okay.
Nice, huh?
Thanks.
But that's the look. Now, also, if you're turning up the swag with some, what do you call it, like sunglasses that have number, or you're wearing sunglasses in general, then, ta-da! Be right back. And that's little Benifer with swag. So how do we like this?
Wow, okay.
Yeah, so if you really want to work your specs, and then you can see the beautiful lashes through the glasses, it has so much, I think you command, rather than demanding it, you command a lot of respect or whatever it is. You know, when you walk into a room like that, people will be intimidated in the right sort of way, the way they should be, which is why I think that's the power of makeup. So If you really like watching this, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like, comment in, tell us what you like, tell us how much you like Benaifa, encourage her, and share it with all your friends. And we'll see you next week. Take care.
Bye.
Next thing I'm going to use is Bobbi Brown Skin Foundation in number 4. I think just, let's say, 2 pumps of that should suffice for Deepa's face. With my Real Techniques stippling brush, I'm just going to go in. Actually, this is the foundation brush. It's quite light, and I know that the brush feels lovely on the skin. It's like a massage.